Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rockabillys Stadium here in Jackson. Had some technical difficulties. Thought we were going to be okay with internet, but we having some issues here. So just a cold open as we are batting in the top of the first inning. If you're watching on PLTV, you see that the third batter of the game, Jackson Cawthorn, is at the plate with one out and a runner at second, and that's a high fly ball to left center field. Gunnar Bingham underneath it for Jackson and makes the catch for out number two. It'll get you caught up here if you're just joining us. I want to make sure that we are up and running on Facebook, and I see that we are. At least it appears that way. So two outs and a runner at second base. At the plate is Parker McDonald. He looks at a off-speed pitch from Trey Watson, the right-hander from the University of Mobile. The starting pitcher tonight for the Rockabillys, who come in with a 9-5 record. They're in third place in the Western Conference South Division. That's another high pop-up off to the right side. Stan King over by the fence, and that will get into the third row, and that'll be a souvenir for a fan down there who can't find it. They are still looking. That is a hidden ball. It's AAA Autoglass foul ball that gets into the stands just right behind the rhythm dugout on the first base side. McDonald looks at ball. The scoreboard is not working out here at Rockabillys Park. I'm sorry, it is working. There's through the screen, I can't see it. 2 balls and a strike. Need to go back to my old ways of keeping track of the balls and strikes myself. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Sorry for the delay, and we also might have other issues later on as this guy forgot the power cord for our laptop, so we will go as long as we can go. Time is called out on the field. Our base umpire, only have 2 umpires, is communicating something, and we're going to have a time delay on the pitcher, Trey Watson, and the count's going to move to 3 balls and 2 strikes, full count, Ministries full count, to Parker McDonald. Matt McCrory is checked in. There's a swing and a miss, and the second strikeout of the inning, and down go the rhythm. Get you, we'll keep it right here and get you up to date on what's happening. First of all, apparently our Verizon internet is struggling here inside the stadium. Not sure where I could put it that it would be better, but inside a nice press box booth here with 3 windows, one of which they say don't open, so I'm on either side, and right next to me is the home team broadcast. But let's get you your Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups. First for the visiting Rhythm, Jacob Tobias leading off playing right field. Joe Watkins playing center field. He'll bat second. Jackson Cawthorn behind the plate, batting third. Parker McDonald, as you just saw, was the cleanup batter, and he's playing shortstop. Jacob Rowald, the DH tonight, he's hitting fifth. Andrew Hunt in left field, batting sixth. Ramey Harrison will play second base and bat seventh. Drew Charney at first base, batting eighth, and Aiden Gibson over at third base, and he is hitting ninth. And on the mound, getting his warm-up tosses now for the bottom of the first, is Colton Region, 6'4", 190-pound right-hander from Lebanon, Tennessee. He's played at Vanderbilt, but on their roster for the last few years. Got a handful of appearances a couple years ago. And he is in the portals from Mount Juliet High School. He is on for his third appearance of the year, all starts. He does not have a decision in 7 2/3 innings of work, giving up 4 hits, 4 runs, which were earned, walked 7, struck out 12. And he will face the Rockabillys lineup. Looks a little bit different than last night. Leading off playing right field is John Lowinger. Batting second is the second baseman, Jackson Blemler. Matt Houston behind the plate, batting third. Merritt Carter played 3 different positions in last night's game. He's hitting cleanup and playing shortstop starting off tonight. Stan King, who also played 3 different positions last night, is at first base, batting fifth. Gunnar Bingham in center field, batting sixth. The DH is Trey Rockabillys. He is batting seventh. Julian Jimenez in left field, batting eighth, and Trent Lawrence batting ninth, playing third base. And pitching for the Rockabillys is Trey Watson, a 6'4", 230-pound right-hander. He's a Ram from the University of Mobile, the Fighting Tyler Cruzes. He's from Beauregard, Alabama, and he has 2 appearances, all starts this year. He does have a 1-1 record in 11 2/3 innings as we are set to begin the bottom of the first inning. And the first pitch by Region is in there for a called strike to John Lowinger, Lauinger. Thanks for joining us tonight on this audio broadcast. You get to see a little video, and that's me. PLTV right here in Jackson, Tennessee. They've got a number of cameras going. I think the director said they had 6. I'm having trouble with mine right now, but that's probably because my internet on my iPad is not so good. There's a called strike 3 right there, and that's a good morning, good afternoon, and good night as Lowinger had fouled second pitch off, and he looks at strike 3. Not sure what all is working here tonight. We've got not hearing my crowd mic. Of course, there's not much of a crowd mic, and or not much of a crowd. It's okay. It's better than it was the first night that we were here. As the first pitch to Blemler is outside the zone. Jackson Blemler played in last night's game. Looks at a ball high. He went 2 for 4, scored 3 runs, drove in 2, and also reached on a walk. Couple singles, also reached on an error, so he was on base regularly last night. Swings and misses at that fastball. Count goes 2 balls and a strike to the second baseman from the University of Illinois, Springfield. Region pitches from the stretch and delivers. Ground ball to the right side. Harrison gloves and throws on to Charney for the second out. Rhythm come in with a 5-10 record. Of course, this is game number 4 of 13 against the Jackson Rockabillys. The Anchor Transportation 2 for the Showdown Series. Rhythm trying to tie up the series. We back against the Rockabillys as that ball's drilled out to center field. Sends Joe Watkins back a few steps, and he makes an easy catch for a 1-2-3 inning for Colton Region. Excellent start to his 3rd appearance of the year. He's faced Jackson in the game at home against the Rockabillys on May 31st, and also pitched against Du Bois County on the 7th. So this is his first game on the road. Let's go ahead and get you a quick break here. We're going to go ahead and do that Chick-fil-A of River Gate starting lineups, and then we'll be right back.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Welcome back to the Full Count Broadcast Network. Now it's time for the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineup.
I already had the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups, but felt like I owed it to Todd and Linda Hunley to play their spot before at the start of the game. Again, broadcaster error, also issues with internet here as the internet inside Rockabilly Stadium is not very good, and my Verizon internet is apparently not facing the right way, so have to work on that for the other visits that we make down here. So effort to do that, and once again my computer is on battery power, doesn't seem to be working efficiently. There's a ground ball by Jacob Rowald to the right side. He'll be thrown out on an underhand toss by Jackson Blumler. Welcome to Kelly Rowald and family, Grandma and Grandpa Rader in Valmeyer, Illinois, that are watching me, listening to the ball game. Hope you got the PLTV package, and they've got a number of cameras here and an experienced broadcaster broadcasting tonight, so hope you're able to at least watch the action on PLTV. See if I can figure out a different settings for my internet on there as Andrew Hunt steps in. Very quiet crowd here in Rockabilly Stadium, formerly I think called Jacksonville General Stadium. I'll get settled in here in a minute. About the time I get settled in, as Andrew Hunt takes a breaking pitch for a called strike three. Third strikeout for Trey Watson. I was going to say, about the time I start getting settled in is probably when that computer battery is going to go dead. Ramey Harrison, 2 outs and nobody on, steps to the plate. He hits from the left side. Game time temperature brought to you by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. 91 degrees it was at game time. Helitech offers permanent solutions in waterproofing and foundation repair to heal your home symptoms. Heal your home with Helitech. First pitch to Harrison in there for a called strike. He swings, drives one. Fair ball, late call by the first base umpire, but Harrison will dig in towards second, and he's in there standing. That's the second dudette double of the ball game for Full Count. Joe Watkins got a dudette double right down the third base line. Ramey curls this one in just past Stan King at first base, right on the chalk. So our first base umpire took a couple beats there before he made the call. Not sure if he was waiting on the home plate umpire, but once he gets past first base, it's his call. So the right call nonetheless. So Ramey Harrison standing on second base with a 2-out double. He's from the University of Alabama, Huntsville. Drew Charney, the 8th-hole hitter, stands in. Looking to drive in a run with 2 outs, and the team leader in hit by pitches got a brush back right there. He has, I believe I looked at that, I believe he has 12 total plate appearances this year, and he's been hit 4 out of those 12 times, and 3 other times he's been walked. He's still looking for his first hit as a rhythm player, and he could not slowest swing down there on that breaking pitch. Swings right over the top of it. All right, let's see if we can try a different internet here, and maybe we got the PLTV where I can at least see replays. Charney looks at a pitch that misses somewhere here at the Rockabillys Stadium in former minor league park. I am very high up and cannot see. I can see in and out, but can't see up and down on the strike zone. Counts 2 balls and a strike to Charney. He hits a ground ball to short. Harrison has to wait, even though there's 2 outs, and throw over to first base, retires Charney. He's still looking for that first hit. No runs, and just as in the first inning, 1 hit. No errors, 1 runner left on base. So that's 2 hits, 2 doubles for the Rhythm, but there's still no score. Thank you for joining us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter for as long as we can do it. Zach Williams says we're looking good. Appreciate it, Zach. Dropped 0.3% of the frames. But hopefully this internet will last as long as that battery on this Lenovo. No, it's an HP laptop. Thank you for joining us. We'll take a break.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property. It's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese back on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Thank you for joining us, or me. I'm riding solo. Max Keller not with me on this road show. He's back recuperating from some oral surgery. Max, if you're listening, I hope you're feeling better, and hopefully a week from today, I believe, right back here, you'll be on the road broadcast. That's the plan as it stands right now. Colton Region back out on the mound for inning number 2. He'll face 4, 5, and 6. Merritt Carter, Stan King, and Gunnar Bingham. Carter in the transfer portal, I understand. He's spent a year at University of Alabama Huntsville after spending 1 year at Columbia State in Columbia, Tennessee. Carter hitting .318 on the season, leads the team in runs scored, hits, and he leads the entire prospect league in doubles. He's got 8 of them. Count now goes 2 balls and a strike to Merritt Carter, left-handed hitting utility player. 2-1 pitch, swung on and lifted out the left field. That's Andrew Hunt territory, and he's going to make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Stan King and get you information on Colton Region. He has the 2 appearances this year. His first appearance, a bit of a rocky one, in an 11-10 loss to Jackson at home back on May 31st as he gets set to deliver to the left-handed hitting Stan King, who fouls the first pitch he sees. On the netting just above the on-deck circle, Gunnar Bingham picks that one up. He got the start. He went 2 2/3 innings, gave up 2 hits. His problem was direction. He had trouble finding the strike zone, and he walked 6 batters, did strike out 4, but kept putting free base runners on and ends up giving up 2 hits, 4 runs, and they were earned. Rhythm ended up losing that game 11-10, but he dialed it in against DuBois County. It ended up being a 9-5 loss. That was the 10-inning ball game as Stan King swings through a fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the left-handed hitting first baseman from Arizona Christian University. Region went 5 innings in that game, gave up 2 hits, no runs, walked 1 batter and struck out 8. King fouls that one back off of Jackson Cawthron. So a fantastic outing. His second outing did not figure in the decision. It's a game that was tied 3-3 going into the top of the 10th, and Olivia Pichardo ended up hitting a 3-run home run over the right field fence. There is a called strike 3 on a breaking pitch. Stan King still looking at the box. He stood in that left-handed batter's box for a little bit. 2 Ks now for Region, a roof store strikeout. It's the second such out of the ball game. Both of them backward Ks. Colton Region can bring it. I don't see a radar gun here at the ballpark, but they have a huge scoreboard out there, but the numbers for balls and strikes and outs and runs, those are very small. That ball's going to get into the crowd here as people milling on the mezzanine level. I hope they were watching that. Bingham fouls first offering he sees from Colton Region, 6'4", 190 pounds from Lebanon, Tennessee. He tried to step on one there and spiked it in the ground. Jackson Cawthron took a bite out of that one. Got folks on Facebook. Trevor Barnes checked in. He's rooting for the Full Count Rhythm. Saw him walking home last night after the victory by Full Count 12-8 over these Rockabillys. First win of the year for Full Count over Jackson. They're now 1-2. Another fastball that Bingham fouls off. Roe Waltz watching from Valmeyer, Illinois. Glad to have you on the broadcast. Only showing 7 folks, and I'm one of them on Facebook, so folks are jumping on and jumping off. Twitter seems to be the social media of choice. There's a ground ball to the right side. Ramey Harrison gets another opportunity, and he delivers. Ground ball to second base and throw on to first for another 1-2-3 inning. Colton Region 6 up, 6 down after 2. Still no score. We are here in Jackson, Tennessee. 91 degrees. Feels a little bit muggy, but there's plenty of shade here on the or in the stands. People are taking advantage of that. We'll take a break and be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
You might get to nap, but your money doesn't. Like right now. At Volunteer State Bank, it's working hard day and night, earning 4.5% APY. Playtime, drive time, anytime. You could be out with friends or on vacation, but your money, it doesn't take a break. You've worked hard for it. Now let it work hard for you. Open a free Kasasa Cash checking account today and earn 4.5 annual percentage yield if qualifications are met on balances up to $15,000.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America, helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
Move to the top of the 3rd inning, no score. Rhythm with a double in each of the first 2 innings. As they come to the plate, 9-1-2 due up for Full Count to face Trey Watson, the tall right-hander from the University of Mobile. Aiden Gibson lays down a bunt to third base line. Pitcher picks it up, and he delivers a strike to Stan King. Aiden Gibson retired on the attempted bunt, leading off the top of the third inning. Nice bunt. Just quick reflexes there by the pitcher, Trey Watson. Trent Lawrence, the third baseman, also probably could have made that play. That's out number one, back to the top of the lineup. Jacob Tobias struck out in his first plate appearance. Did not have that on the broadcast as we were fighting internet and other issues. He swings at that one and hits one high up in the air in the infield. Jackson Blemler makes the one-handed catch for out number two. So 2 quick outs here after 3 pitches. Trey Watson getting done what he wants to get done. Another thing, I forgot my binoculars, which would help on those small digits out there on the scoreboard. Joe Watkins stands in. He doubled down the third base line, just got under the glove of third baseman Trent Lawrence. He looks at a first pitch in there for a called strike. Watkins did not play in last night's game, and he's going to look at another breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Watson getting ahead. Watson versus Watkins. Joe hitting .222 coming in. This is game number 13 of the year. His 8th starts to go, but that breaking pitch misses well outside. One-two pitch coming to Joe Watkins. It's a chopper to third. Lawrence charges, gloves, has a little trouble getting it out, and he overthrows first base, but Joe Watkins was going to beat that out anyway. I would assume they're going to, wow, okay, they have changed. I'm assuming Watkins play, they're going to give him a hit there, but they're going to take away that double in the first inning as I look at the scoreboard. Now, I don't know what I have to go to. Let's see what the actual live stats says. The scoreboard says that that's just the second hit. I have that as the third hit, but the scoreboard operator's saying that that's a error on the first one. Cawthron swings at the first pitch, and he lets a fly ball out to left center field. No problem for Gunnar Bingham. That's 2 fly outs to the center field area for Jackson Cawthron. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and another runner left on base. And I'll check that scoring as we go to a quick break. No score.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
The official scorer did rule an error on Joe Watkins. Well, I called a double down the line. Steve, the play-by-play guy for PLTV for Jackson Rockabillys, he called a double as well, but I'm not sure where the official score is for this game or actually even who it is, but right now it's ruled an error. A pretty tough play for the third baseman, Trent Lawrence. So tough luck for Trent there. So no hits and 1 error in that first inning. So a total of no runs. Wow. They have ruled another error as I look up on that scoreboard. This is getting crazy. On the scoreboard, they say no runs, 1 hit, no errors for full count. And they say no runs, no hits, 2 errors for the Rockabillys. They're going to call both of Joe Watkins' hits errors. There's no way they can call Ramey Harrison's an error. Wow, this is – Jacob Wise might have to have a session with the scorekeeper down here. I don't know who's in that person's ear, but somebody's thinking that their fielders are a lot better than they really are. Trent Lawrence did double pump a little bit in his glove, but I wouldn't have thought that was enough to rule that an error. Trey Rockabomber, who's the 7-hole hitter and the DH in there. He looks a lot like Stan King from where I'm standing. Left-handed hitter and fills out a uniform. Looks at ball 2, I apologize. So let's go back and see how these plays are ruled. Well, it looks like maybe it's just the scoreboard that's ruled that. Swing and a miss, as the live stats are showing. No runs, 2 hits. So let's keep Joe's second hit an actual hit for now. Rocker Bomber, common spelling. Looks at ball 3 and of a full count Ministries full count. Week number 2 of mission trips will start tomorrow. Sam Kirkpatrick, the ministry intern, and Jonah Smithson. Logan Harrell headed down there. A swing and a miss. And down goes Rocker Bomber. He actually foul tips that one in there. Just for the fun of it, Zach Williams, that's 1 for 1 on full count first pitch foul balls. Third strikeout. A Roof Store strikeout leads off the 3rd inning for the Rockabillys. Not going to enjoy this power outage here. And it looks like it's going to come sooner rather than later, folks. Again, I forgot my power cord for my laptop. We are operating on battery only, and it is sucking the juice. Maybe we can get through 5 or 6. Julian Jimenez, left fielder, number 8 batter, another left-handed hitter, Colton Region, delivers a strike. Ball and a strike to Jimenez from Utah Valley, formerly of Milwaukee Area Technical College. He's from Romeoville, Illinois. I think that's what that says. It does. Swings and misses for strike 2. Jimenez did not play in yesterday's game up in Hendersonville. Hitting 154. This is game number 10 for him. Fastball low and away. Cawthorn digs that out of the dirt. And yes, it is actually dirt. We have a natural surface here. Grass and dirt all the way around. Beautiful looking stadium. See how it's showing up on PLTV as Jimenez swings and misses another Roof Store strikeout. That's 4 out of the first 8 batters that Colton Region has set down. 2 via the backward K, and the last 2 via the swinging strikeout. Now the number 9 hole hitter, Trent Lawrence, stands in. Trent, a newer player. He's playing in game number 5, looking for his first hit as a Rockabilly. Breaking pitch misses somewhere. Must have been down. Lawrence, a big old fella. It's not Abbott Lawrence of Trevecca Nazarene University. Trent Lawrence from Morningside University, hometown Elmhurst, Illinois. Not sure how close I am to the PLTV broadcast. That ball's fouled back, and that catches Jackson Cawthorn Out of the dugout comes Jordan Dool, pitching coach for the Rhythm. He's going to come out and check on his backstop. 4 catchers for the Rhythm. 2 playing in this game. Drew Charney out at first base and Jackson Cawthorn. Cawthorn played first yesterday. Home plate umpire gives a safe sign, says that's not considered a visit since it's an injury timeout. Did not see a trainer for Jackson come out to check on Jackson Cawthorn. 3rd-year player with a Rhythm. Next pitch is high. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let's see if I can find a different scoreboard to confirm my count. That is not working out there, and you'd think that big scoreboard out there in right center field would do it. But 2-2 pitch, he rides inside. We'll have another Full Count Ministries full count with John Lowinger, the leadoff batter, standing on deck. Trent Lawrence 0 for 11. Does have 1 RBI. And he's going to draw the walk. There's the first base runner for the Rockabillys. It comes in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That is Lawrence's 2nd free pass of the year. So he has struggled in his time here with the Rockabillys. John Lowinger struck out looking in the first. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but I would doubt that his family's listening in to this broadcast. I would assume that they would have a Prospect League TV subscription. In the grand scheme of things, 56 to 60 games, it's really pretty affordable. I think it's $95. You can see every game that, like, you can watch every Full Count Rhythm game on PLTV, whether the Full Count broadcast network is providing. So it's a home or away game. So there's a ground ball to the hole, gloved, and pops out of the glove of Parker McDonald. That should be an E6. We will wait to see how that's scored. But 2 on now in bottom of the 3rd with 2 outs. Lawrence moves down to second base. That is ruled an error. Donald actually would have had a tougher play probably. I think Lowinger as a leadoff batter probably runs pretty well. So if there's nobody else on base, it'd been a tough play for McDonald actually to throw on the run to get Lowinger. So first pitch to Jackson Blemler is wide. And the next one is high. So Region now with runners on base, struggling a bit to find the strike zone. The Duels checking in along with the Schumachers in San Diego, California. Susie and Bruce, parents of Jordan Duel, our pitching coach. Fouled off the screen. Another left-handed batter. Gonna have to try to count how many there are. They got 4 or 5 of them. They got 4 in a row. Rhythm only have 2 left-handed pitchers. Region spikes another one. Cawthorn smothers it, and runners stay at first and second. One, two, three, four, 5, 6 left-handed batters, I believe, for the Rockabillys. Not sure that any of them are switch hitters. We might see a lefty tonight. Andrew Perry from right here in Jackson as that pitch misses outside. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded. Region set down the first 8 batters that came to the plate, and he's going to get a visit from Jordan Duel. First-year assistant coach, pitching coach from Texas A&M. I think A&M gets their first action in the World Series tomorrow. I saw that North Carolina defeated Virginia in game number 1, and Gate are battling right now. Probably could pull that up and provide a score, but you guys have Googlers at wherever you're watching from as well. Got 40 on Twitter watching in. Assuming the deeper we get into the season, maybe there's going to be more people that will pick up PLTV and might be watching the action there. Florida State putting it on Tennessee in the top of the 5th, 9-4. Wow, that's unexpected. At least in Tennessee it is. Henry Jackson's pretty happy. He's a Florida State fan. The meeting at the mound is over, and Matt Houston stands in with the bases loaded and 2 out. First pitch he sees is low and inside. Houston flew out to center fielder Joe Watkins to end the first. Houston playing in his 10th game, comes in hitting 121, swings, foul tips that pitch back into the glove of Jackson Cawthron. Andrew Hunt's out on the left, Joe Watkins in center, and Jacob Tobias moved over to right field. Aiden Gibson at third, Parker McDonald at short, Ramey Harrison at second, Drew Charney at first, and Jackson Cawthron behind the plate catching pitches from Colton Region, and Matt Houston could not hold up on that breaking pitch in the dirt. And the count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. He's from Navarro College, Texas. Hometown, Hallsville, Texas. That's in East Texas somewhere. I lived in Tyler, Texas for 8 years, and I remember hearing that city. Swinging a tapper foul. Houston stays alive. .6'2", 215-pound rising junior, I believe. They have 6 catchers listed. Another pitch in the dirt. Cawthron has to block that one. He keeps it in the dirt area, and the count moves 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 catchers listed. DH tonight, Trey Rockerbomber, one of them. Jackson Brian Dacre, who caught in last night's game. Matt Houston catching this game, and Chris Akers, who was the DH yesterday. Houston gets a base hit up the middle. That's going to drive one in, and the throw from Watkins to third base sails into the netting, and that's going to score another run. And Houston's going to end up at third base on the errant throw. All these runs are unearned, but Houston gets 2 RBIs on the single. And just like that, Jackson goes up 3-0. Watkins trying to put a good throw at third base. He's got an excellent arm. He just airmailed that one. And it's Ollie Oxenfree. Everybody come home. First pitch swinging is Merrick Carter. That one will get down out of play and get into the second row of seats down the left field line. So that's the first hit of the ball game for Jackson. It drives in 2, and the error allows Blemler to score. 2 errors in the inning as Merrick Carter could not hold up on his check swing, and he's down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. 2 strikeouts to start the inning, then a walk, an error, another walk, then the bases loaded base hit by Matt Houston as he stands down at third base. Counting on Merrick Carter to drive him in. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count, 2 outs. Region delivers a fastball way outside. Houston's base hit was right up the middle, right past Region. Bit of tough luck, but lost his control as that pitch misses down low, and count moves full. Full Count Ministries, Full Count. On the Full Count app, which is a free app, the Summer Series reading has started, and they are in the book of John. 6th chapter today, and there's ball 4, third walk of the inning as action begins in the Rhythm bullpen down the right field line. So the first 2 innings were for Colton Region, a continuation of his second start of the year, but inning number 3 after the first 2 strikeouts has been a continuation of his first start. Colton is the son of Ginger and stepdad Clint Sweat, his father J.B. Region. Got a sister Emerson, stepbrothers Corbin and Colton Sweat. Grandfather calls Jim in Nashville, and Willie and Mimsy in Lebanon, Tennessee. Alan Sills is his mentor. Pitch is called a strike after the first pitch was a ball. Merritt Carter swipes second base, no throw, and runners now at second and third. With 2 outs, time is called. Not sure if Region got started a little bit too soon, but Stan King is at the plate. The 8th hitter comes to the plate for Jackson here in the bottom of the third. He swings and misses. Pitch above the letters, and he's down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. First 8 retired, and then 3 walks, an error, and a single have produced 3 runs for Jackson. Swing and a miss. Region gets Stan King on a roof store strikeout. That's number 5 of the ball game, but 3 runs all unearned according to the way I see it. That error would have been the 3rd out, and everything scored after that. There was only 1 hit, 2 big errors, and 2 runners left on base. We are through 3, 3-0. Jackson leads. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression, and IV therapy. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to Absolute Wellness starts here.
Compliant with code. If you're a facility manager or building owner, you've heard the term plenty of times. At Corson Fire and Security, we work to keep buildings compliant with the most demanding code of all, our own. We've been protecting people and property since before most of today's codes were even written. And what we've learned along the way makes us the best choice to partner with for the future. Corson Fire and Security, celebrating 70 years. Learn more at Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Well, folks, we are down to 14% on this battery, and it's in power saver mode. So might get another half inning in before this thing shuts down on me. Once again, I feel awful. I apologize profusely. Best I can tell you is got a lot of cables and cords as Jackson Jarvis, third base coach, is calling for time as Trey Watson starts to deliver the first pitch to Parker McDonald. Finally, home plate umpire says timeout. There's a ball that had gotten onto the field out in right field. So that's taken care of, and we're back to action. First pitch swinging. McDonald grounds one to his counterpart. Merritt Carter at short, who gloves and throws McDonald out for the first out here in the 4th. We might have a pitching change. Let's see if I can figure that out. Again, I don't have my binoculars here. Does not look like the number 25 on the back of that young man's jersey, but apparently it is. Official score shows still Trey Watson. Boy, these numbers are hard to read. They're wearing white tops and white pants, but the way they have their numbers on there, it's not easy to see from 200 feet away. Jacob Rowald looks at ball and a strike. He grounded out the second, leading off the second. Fouls that one off. That'll get into the stands. And just below our level here at the press box area. Watson in for his fourth inning of work. Another fly ball off to the left side. Official score showing no runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for full count, 3 runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. Scoreboard apparently gave an error instead of a hit, so doubt there's anybody here at the ball game that's listening and looking at that scoreboard. So, but just in case you are, there is a disconnect between the official score and the scoreboard. Quattrochi's watching from Hickson. I want to keep saying Hickson, not Saudi Daisy. Although the whole Travis family, Harrison Travis's family, over in that area is. Watson bounces that one in there, and Matt Houston has that one go off his shoulder. Somebody's got a broken shoulder, broken arm, affecting nerve, bad pain. Papa and Mamo, or Papa and Mamo. Another pitch misses inside. I believe that's a full count to Jacob Rowald. Full count Ministries, full count with Andrew Hunt on deck. There's a drive out to right center field. That'll get down. And nobody in this ballpark could argue that that's an error. That is a solid single into right center field for Jacob Rowald, while they steal base hits away from full count here. We're not going to let them steal that one. So Rowald now 1 for 2. Jacob from Bellarmine up in Louisville with his family watching from Valmeyer, Illinois. Now Andrew Hunt steps in. He looks at a called strike, struck out looking. He had the old O face is what we used to call it. He had a, oh, you got to be kidding me look on his face when he got rung up there. Hitting .231. Looks at a pitch in the dirt. Playing in game number 13. This is game 16 for full count. 9 hits, including a double and a big fly. Has 8 RBIs. Team leader in RBIs is Jacob Tobias. He has 10. Pitch is ball, and a throw down to second base. Sliding in safely is Rowald. He started to get up and head to third, but thought better of it. And there is a century steal of second base by Jacob Rowald. I believe he has just taken over the team lead, and he has. He and Joe Watkins were tied with 4 coming in. Rowald, 5 steals in 5 attempts. That's the first one in a couple games for the Rhythm, who struggled in the ball game yesterday. Caught stealing 3 times by Brian Dacre. Another pitch in the dirt. Home plate umpire calls time. We got another baseball out on the field. I wonder if those are kids throwing the ball to players in the bullpen down here. That's Andrew Perry, the local lefty here from Trinity Christian and staying in the host home of me and my wife, along with Pedro Pulliam. He's down there directing traffic, and Andrew Hunt will take a stroll down to first base on ball 4. First walk of the ball game by Trey Watson, not Watkins. Ramey Harrison stands in, left-handed hitter, University of Alabama, Huntsville, former teammate with Merritt Carter over there at UAH, who's the shortstop. And it's telling me my battery's running low, folks. I'm going to go until it shuts down. Again, I apologize. Hopefully we can tie this up or get the lead before my battery goes dead. A big error on this broadcaster. I blame myself. Just got to keep up with the right chords. Hope you'll forgive me. Drive out to right center field. That sends Gunnar Bingham back, and he's going to go off the glove. I don't know if he thought he was close to the wall or not, but somebody's going to have to score. The throw to the plate is not in time. Jacob Rowald just gets under the tag of Matt Houston, who got the back leg, it appeared, of Rowald, but our home plate umpire is saying that Rowald touched the plate before the tag was applied, or he's saying that Houston did not apply the tag. Head coach is Sam Quinn Loeb in his first year. He's out to chat with the home plate umpire, but that is going to see how that one's ruled. That's not a definitive hit, as Gunnar Bingham looked like he was thinking he was close to the wall. He's running toward right center field, and he had plenty, and I mean plenty of room. And then he looked just tentative going after the ball like he was that close to the wall. The official score right now showing that is a double, so that'll be an RBI for Ramey Harrison. Jacob Rowald scores. He had to hold up to see if Bingham was going to catch it. And Andrew Hunt was right on his tail at third base. Rowald had to go. There's a line drive. That'll get into left field for a base hit. One run's going to score. They're going to hold Harrison at third base. Still one out, and 2 runs have come in. RBI single, and that is Drew Charney's first hit as a full count rhythm player. He drives it in on the first pitch he sees off of Trey Watson. So Harrison now at third and Charney at first. Back-to-back hits brought to you by Old Hickory Bats, and runners at first and third brought to you by